Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Whisking Away with Diana J. I'm Diana, and it is fall, y'all. It is fall. The weather outside is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, actually, I'm a month late. It's been fall. Okay, if you follow me on social media, you'll know I'm studying for a huge New York State exam and also had a really bad ear infection that lasted well over a month. Horrible, but I passed my exam and my ear infection is gone, so praise the Lord, and I am back and ready to bake and whip up this delicious pumpkin muffin. Nothing screams fall more than pumpkins, right? So I figured I'd show you this recipe. It's absolutely delicious. So you guys know the drill. Let's get our aprons on and let's get baking. But before that, I have a question for you guys. Did you miss me? Because I totally missed you guys. All right, now let's get our aprons on and let's get baking. Come on, guys, let's get at it. I'm starting with 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I also have a teaspoon of baking powder and also a teaspoon of baking soda. To this, I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I also have a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and also 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. 3/4 cup of brown sugar, as well as 3/4 cup of white sugar. Just gonna use my whisk. So I have 1 can of pure, 100% pure pumpkin. Do not get the pumpkin pie filling one or anything with any spices or sweeteners in it. You just want the plain 100% pure pumpkin. I have a 15-ounce can here. To this, I'm going to crack 2 eggs. You guys know I have a rule with my eggs and I was about to break it, huh? You want to always crack your eggs in a separate bowl. Why do we crack our eggs in a separate bowl? Because you never know if you have a bad egg. If I dumped it in there and I had a bad egg, I would have to toss out everything that was in here. So you always want to make sure you crack your eggs in a separate bowl. So this one is good. Crack my other one. Actually, to be honest with you, the other day, what was I making? I think I was making banana bread or something, and I cracked one of the eggs and it ended up being bad. Happens one in a blue. It happens once in a blue, but just on the safe side, just crack your egg in a separate bowl. Okay, dump that. Okay, now to this, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of milk. I have almond milk, but that's just what I drink. But you can use whatever milk you have on hand. It works exactly the same. And I'm gonna put, I love vanilla, so I end up putting extra, normally 2 teaspoons of it, sometimes a tablespoon. And then I have my coconut oil. You want it to be melted, so it'll be easier to mix. So I'm gonna just take my whisk and just whisk it together just to combine everything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put about 1/3 of my dry ingredient into the wet ingredient, and with my whisk I'm just gonna mix it in. It's gonna be a pretty thick batter. Okay. Add the final. Gotta put a little bit of muscle in there, but it is a pretty thick batter. You don't want to overmix it, because if you overmix your batter when you're making like muffins or cakes and stuff, it can make your muffin turn out pretty tough, more like a bread, and that's not what I'm going for here. So just mix it till everything is well combined, and that's it. Easy peasy, guys. Okay. All right, so with my large ice cream scooper, I'm going to scoop a spoon, well, ice cream scooper full into my muffin pan. If you don't have that, you could just use a large tablespoon, that's fine. But you want to fill it up about 3/4 of the way high. Sometimes I do it a little higher because I like the, what is it, the dome or the little, I like extra height on my muffin, like the dramatic, like top. It's so cool. So I'm gonna keep scooping and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so I have some left over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and fill some of them to the top. All right, cool beans. This looks great. Actually, I'm gonna show you something else you can do. Since these are pumpkin muffins, how adorable is it when you have little pumpkin seeds on top, right? Bam. Okay, soon as my oven finished preheating, should have did that before I started, but that's okay. I'll pop it into the oven, 375. I'll show you what they look like when it's done. Okay guys, here are the muffins. They look absolutely delicious. My apartment smells so good. And now I'm ready to try one of these bad boys. I think I want the one with these. Look, and you see what I mean when I added the extra, like half of a scoop on top of the one scoop? Because it gives it like this nice height. I love it. I don't really like flat muffins, but when I want a muffin, I want a muffin, you know? So let's taste this. Oh, so good. So delicious. It's so moist. The spices, just a burst of flavor in your mouth, literally. I love it. It's so good. You guys have to try this recipe. Literally, you have to try this recipe. That's all the time we have here for today. Thank you so much for whisking away with me, Diana. Until next time, guys, have a good one. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up down below. And if you love this episode and this channel, please share. And I also invite you to subscribe. I'll be posting up videos more frequently. This way, if you subscribe, you won't miss a thing. Thanks again, guys. See you next time. Bye.